ball bounces off of a wall when you cook from a recipe book when you know how much money you owe. That's mathematics.
Welcome back to Algebra on the Spot. We are going over our Algebra 1 review for test number 5, part 2. In part 1, we worked on problems 1 through 10, and now we'll start with number 11.
Simplify 2/3, open parentheses, 3x plus 15y, close parentheses.
Now, anytime we see a set of parentheses and a number outside, that tells us to use the distributive property. So we're going to multiply everything inside the parentheses by 2/3. Well, that may worry somebody because we have the fraction. Not a problem. We're going to use our calculators, turn it on, and we're on our home screen. We'll be multiplied. We'll be sure to put our 2/3 in parentheses. Open parentheses, 2 divided by 3, close parentheses, times 3. Press enter. That gives us 2. So 2/3 times 3x gives us 2x. Now we have to multiply 2/3 times 15y. Back to our calculator. Open parentheses, 2 divided by 3, close parentheses, times 15 gives us 10. So 2/3 times 15y gives us plus 10y. We look to see if we have any like terms to combine. We don't. We don't know the value of x and y. So we're through. Number 12.
Find the slope of the table below.
Okay, there are a couple of ways that we can do this. Let's start by using our calculator. Since we have a table, we can always go to Stat Edit. So go to Stat, Edit, put our numbers in our L1 and L2, and I've already done that. Go to Stat, go over to Calc, number 4, which is our linear regression. Press enter, and we get our A and our B. Remember, we want the slope. So, which of these letters, guys, represents the slope? A or B?
A.
It is A. So, A is -2. Our slope equals -2. Now, if we use our table, we could find our change in y over change in x. So if I go from -2 to -1, my change is +1, add 1. If I go from 3 to 1, my change is -2, or subtract 2. So my change in y, the y's are on the bottom, is -2. My change in x, the x is on the top, are +1. Well, -2 divided by +1 gives us the same -2. So our slope, -2. And we found that 2 different ways. Number 13.
What is the domain of the table above?
Well, domain is just a fancy way of asking us what are our x values. Children, please. So we look at our table of values, and our x values would be the set. Can someone read them for me?
-2, -1, 0, 1, and 2.
Very good.
Thank you, Mother. Gremlin.
Okay, thank you, children. Number 14.
Given the linear equation y equals 2x minus 1, what is the y-intercept?
Our equation is already in y-intercept form. Y equals 2x plus 1. So that's y equals mx plus b. Our b is our constant term, and that's our y-intercept. So our y-intercept is what? Does anybody know?
-1.
-1.
Dum-dum.
Let's not call names.
Okay.
Number 15.
Evaluate the function y equals 5x minus 4 for f, open parentheses, -3, close parentheses.
Okay, remember, f of x is just a fancy way of saying y equals. So y equals 5x minus 4. And they want to know, what does this equal when we're looking at -3? So we will replace -3 for what letter, guys?
Y?
Not y.
Is it x?
It's x.
I still
So
don't
that
like
gives
you.
us y equals 5 times -3 minus 4. And you can either do that by hand, or you can go to your calculator. Let me clear that out. And I would type everything in at one time. So that would be 5 times -3 minus 4, or subtract 4. And press enter. And that gives us what, guys?
-19.
So y equals -19. When you're evaluating an expression like this, make sure you just type everything in at one time on your home screen. Now, home screen is where you do your addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Number 16.